Hey guys, so welcome back to another video. Today we are on the Crew 2 and we are doing the 2 off-road races that there are. As far as I'm aware, because this is a beta and all, there are no signs of progression after you finish the all the 3 street races, all the boat races and all the freestyle off-road races. Yeah, that's what Hugo told me anyways. So to be honest, I'm not really sure. I didn't really record this because I was like listening to music and also talking to Hugo at the same time. Well, I did, obviously I recorded it, but I didn't like record my voice, so that's what I'm doing now. And as you see in the 2 races, I am not the best driver, but I do beat the 2 times first try, which is pretty cool. The buggy actually doesn't handle that bad. Like, it's not too fast, but I haven't got any upgrades on it yet, so I guess that is understandable. I'm up against a Dakar Citroen or Dakar Peugeot. I'm not sure which one it is. To be honest, I'm not really like a Peugeot kind of guy, or Citroen, or Renault for that matter. I'm not really like a French person, except from a Renault Turbo 5. That's probably the only French car that I like. But as you can see, I'm doing quite well, 40%. I am in front of the other guy. But there is 2 ways you can do this. You can do this in like the normal way, sorry about that, or you can do it, or you can play hard. But the thing is, I guess you have to upgrade your vehicle a lot by keep on doing races like these to get upgrades for your vehicle, in which you can actually get more money and I think more followers by completing the hard races. But as you saw there, I just hit a tree, which I'm not too happy about. But then till this, I was listening to music and I wasn't really concentrating that much. When I don't really concentrate, that's when I start to lose my focus and then I start crashing. And that's plainly one of the reasons why that I haven't, I wasn't like recording this with like at the same time, if you know what I mean. That's why I'm doing like a voiceover now, because it would have been like a hell of a lot easier to do a voiceover, even though I don't really like doing voiceovers, because as you can see, I don't really take the route that you're meant to take on the Crew. I'm really good at like off-road races, like raid vehicles. They're pretty cool. So dirt vehicles, as you can see, I just took that jump at 90%. I get, after every race that I'm aware of, every race and every little thing like speed traps and stuff like that, you do get 2 parts for your vehicle which can be used to upgrade them, obviously. And here I am at the end of this. Luckily I didn't lose, even though I did hit the logs back there. But I guess that was crazy luck. I got 15k from that, which is about the average amount you get for a standard race like this. And no followers did say, I'm not sure, I didn't really look.
Everyone's got a moment where they realize why they're racing. Well, for me, it was the day my bike went one way and I went the other, and I broke 2 ribs. I picked my bike up, climbed back on, and kept running. Won that race too. Wouldn't let myself lose no matter what. The details, just the things you tell stories about later.
Alright, so after that little clip thing, cutscene, I pick up my 2 little parts. Green and purple, green and pink, not purple, are the ones that I get most of the time. And yeah, they're not too bad, I guess. They upgrade your car slowly, but it's real good. And here we are in the new Mercedes X-Class, sorry about that. It's a real vehicle, it's just that it hasn't like actually been released to the public yet, but I did search on the internet, don't worry. It is a real vehicle and will be coming to the streets soon of 2019. It's either coming to the streets in 2019 or that's when they are going to do the unveiling. Which is, I'm not, oh, just hit the tree, sorry, just hit the tree there. which I do most of the time in races, but I just like to cut it out sometimes. I'm not really a big fan of Mercedes, only like Wagon or G-Wagon, the G63 AMGs. I'm not really like a GLA fan, GLE, stuff like that. This though, because it's kind of like the Nissan Navara, the Toyota Hilux, Ford Ranger type of stuff, it looks pretty cool, but because it's a Mercedes, and like, I guess they're kind of overrated. Like, a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying that, but it's kind of true. Like, nowadays, you can get like 18, 20-year-olds in like a fully brand new 18 plate A-Class. I'm just like, why? Because like, I'm not saying that, you know, they won't start off like right at the bottom, but just because you got a bit of money doesn't mean you're supposed to spend it on like a new car, especially like Mercedes, because like, I don't really like the look of them that much. Like the big massive grills on the C-Class, S-Class, E-Class, stuff like that. And then I've never been a big fan of the A-Class, so now it just looks a lot more weirder. If it was me, I'd probably go for something like an Audi A3 or Golf. And I've said this before, but in the Crew 2 for some reason they haven't added the Golf R, which I guess kind of makes sense, because in a way, because you don't all want the fastest car, but you know, this is a racing game and stuff. Also, this is like after the race, after I found out. I logged back on the Crew later on, and then I found out that my mate Hugo Games, go subscribe to him, he actually has got the world record on the Crew 2 for this Mercedes X-Class race. It's pretty surprising, but you know, I think he would have upgraded this quite a few times to get that, because this is just stock. And then in my future video I have okay then. See, in my future video I have customized this, put a livery on it, but the only thing is, with this car, the only thing you could do is change the colour of the calipers, change the wheels, which is what I did, and I put a livery on it. But literally apart from that, no bumpers and stuff. But I guess you can't really do that with a car that technically isn't released yet. The reason I did that is because loads of cars, you know, can like wade through water and stuff. And this could too. It's just that I guess I got to a deep enough part which I couldn't get through, and part where I crashed into the arrows. Now I thought that was one of those bits where it's just like a flimsy thing where you could just hit it and nothing really would happen, but turns out it's actually a solid thing. Like, I know that may sound a little bit crazy, if you know what I mean, but if you know like other games, like even in this game, the arrows, some arrows you can hit, but some arrows you can't. And that is the end of the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.